Good evening, everyone. This is Congressman Kevin Brady. Let me first say Merry Christmas to you and thank you to everyone at the North Houston Association, especially Chairman Ed Shackelford and President Marlissa Briggs and the sponsors for thinking of me and for hosting a wonderful event welcoming Congressman-elect Morgan Luttrell. I can't tell you how much this means to me and how much I regret I can't be with you all in person. You know, I promised it in my final year in Congress I would run through the tape, and that's why I'm here in Washington. There is still important work and still important votes to accomplish before I leave. First, let me say, too, North Houston Association, I think, has been a critical organization for the development, not just the infrastructure, but of the culture and the growth of the North Houston region. I've been involved with the association since I was a chamber exec for many years as a member of the State House and now in Congress. And this is an organization that delivers, that facilitates the conversations that need to be had, that is always looking forward to what the challenges are in North Houston and bringing us together, both business leaders, community leaders, chambers of commerce, and elected leaders. To deal with these issues, to address them ahead of time. And I think the association should be very proud of your history and the work that you continue to do. I also am convinced that you're getting a principled, effective, a new representative in Morgan Luttrell. This is a person who knows what freedom is about, has sacrificed for this country, is a principled conservative. And I will just tell you, I admire and respect him, and excited that he'll be representing the 8th District of Texas. I encourage you to get to know Morgan and to work together on the same challenges that you and I worked together so well and so effectively for many years. I am proud of the work that I was able to accomplish in Congress. I've really been blessed by our voters to be able to stay in Congress, work my way up, and lead the House Ways and Means Committee. We accomplished some good things for Texas. And for the country. Reforming the tax code for the first time since President Reagan did it in the 80s has really changed the trajectory of America's economy in a major way, lifting millions of people out of poverty, leapfrogging America to the most competitive economy on the planet, bringing manufacturing jobs back to America, and really creating opportunities for a number of Americans who've been left behind in the old tax code. I really enjoyed expanding economic freedom through our trade agreements. I worked on securing passage for 13 of the 15 free trade agreements we have in place, including the last one with our friends Mexico and Canada. Our region, Houston, is made for trade. No region ships or sells more around the world than we do. We are good at this, and it creates a lot of jobs, both in Texas in our country as well. We need to continue to expand the freedom to trade. It's jobs, it's lower prices, it's more ability to lift ourselves and our economy up going forward. My first job as Ways and Means Chairman was to negotiate an end to the 40-year ban on crude oil exports for then Speaker Paul Ryan, and we did that in a bipartisan way. And it has really changed the landscape in the world, unleashing our energy potential to the rest of the world, making the U.S. the reliable, affordable partner for energy, really critical to our allies as we see today, and created almost 50,000 new jobs, many of them here in Texas. There were a lot of bipartisan wins. The first reforms of the retirement system in more than 20 years, and we are doing a second one, a follow-up bill later this week. That's going to help Americans save longer, make it easier for small businesses to offer retirement plans for their workers. We did the first reform of the IRS in nearly 2 decades, and together, again, in a bipartisan way, we imposed a national ban on surprise medical bills because people shouldn't get, when they go to the ER unexpectedly or have a scheduled medical procedure, look, you shouldn't be hit with the bill out of the blue months later of thousands of dollars. We've ended that, following really the lead of Texas as we do that. There were a number of other bipartisan wins as well, including ending the Obamacare mandate and eliminating 3 of the most egregious taxes in the Affordable Care Act. We continue to work here, even in the final days of this Congress, to try to find common ground on tax issues, on trade issues, on health care issues, and retirement issues. And I think as a conservative, I'm both proud of the bills that we did as Republicans, but I'm also excited about the way we found common ground to help this state and to help this country move forward. So I'm leaving Congress just as I entered it, with an absolute belief that this is a remarkable country. There is no others like it. I'm convinced, too, that we are a country that cares about each other. I don't believe what we see each day, thousands of times it seems like, that we are a nation that is hateful and divided and racist. If you look around those in the room with you, if you look around our community, you'll see that how many Americans, how many Texans are working together, whether it's at church and civic groups and organizations like this, to make sure we take care of our brothers and sisters. We are a country that cares. We're a community that cares. We're a state that cares. And North Houston Association is one of those organizations that I am extremely proud of, and you should be proud of as well. So again, thank you for having me here today. I really wish I was there in person, but a Merry Christmas to y'all, and thank you for all the years you allowed me to represent you in Congress.